All right, y'all. This is probably like the second time I'm doing. I think I did 35. Well, anyway, I think it's either 32 or 35, but like I can't do that many reps and be like 5. So, and I'm not gonna strain myself. So I'm gonna start out here, and then if I need to drop down, that's fine. I'll probably get the 30s just so I can pick up. You know, as soon as I start to fail, I can just drop down. But, you know, okay, because I want to get stronger. But the thing is, like, I got to make sure my shoulders don't take over. Because I feel like that's been a thing. That's been a thing. Like, when I start to fail, like, I need to cut it off. All right, y'all. So I got my pre-workout. I ended up getting some. It's like every single time I run out of like my pre-workout or some of my supplements, like there's like a period of time where I'm just kind of winging it. That 35 feels kind of heavy, and like it's not like kind of hey, it's not as crisp as I want it to be. I really do try to focus on keeping this elbow kind of like it's fixed, so that I'm not doing a whole bunch of getting it up with the shoulders. You know, I want to keep progressing, so I feel like doing like about 5 reps or as many as I can do, and then quickly jumping down to like more manageable weight. There's many reasons why I like outside, but another reason I like outside is because, like I told you guys yesterday, sometimes it gets a little congested inside. Like, for example, I'm talking to you guys, but you guys don't see, like, some people just be like, especially like in there because it's a lot tighter. They either think you're talking to them or they're like looking to see like what you're talking about, and you're just kind of like trying to focus on what you're doing. But at least out here, you can kind of like spread out, so nobody's really worried about what you're talking about. So that's another thing. Alright, y'all. So I got the straight bar here. You know, I had a period of time where I was using for like when I do curls, I'll do the easy curl bar with the handles. Like it feels like it's even more stress on my forearms, ligaments, and all that, whatever. Just let me loud and let it. I think my arms are. I think I have different arms. I do see a difference. I think it has to do with like your limbs. Like I think I have long femurs. So I think I don't know. It's something. I'll get back to you because I gotta research that because you know I'm always looking stuff up. All right, I'm gonna do a couple sets of these. But what feels more comfortable? That's what I'm about to say. Is instead of being like right in here, like kind of like comfortably out here. So last week I did like a little superset underhand grip and then I did like a little overhand thing. So I've been working on this machine for a couple weeks now. I mean, it has good potential. So actually how I was doing it, you could bring this all the way over so it locks in. And so it's kind of like a, do I want to say bilateral? Anyways, I unlocked it so these can move by themselves. See, like this arm can move independently. And when I did that, it's like you kind of gotta be stable. But each arm is working on its own. And I noticed like I see how that can work for me actually once I kind of get stable, because I kind of felt like sometimes I would feel the squeeze in one arm and not in the other. That's because one arm was taken over more. You know what I mean? So when you do it this way, separate, then each one can work on its own. So I'm gonna just finish my last set out like that. It might be a little bit wobbly, but let's just see. Because I want to get better at this one. Alright, so on Tuesday, I went kind of heavy. And when I went home, the back of here was feeling kind of strained and stuff. So just when this shoulder heals, this one, I feel like I messed it up. I did something. So I'm gonna play around with some light weights. Part of me was like, maybe I should just skip today. Just see how it feels. But the last time I had like a little shoulder injury, I kept working out on it kind of. And I feel like that might have prolonged it healing. So I think when I get an injury, I should just really just lay off of it. This feels fine. This is really light. This is only like 20 pounds. A little bit of something. I don't know if I should just lay off of it and just give it like one whole week to kind of heal. Honestly, it's not hurting, but I don't know. It just feels like a little tingly and stuff here. Just part of me is like, no, because it took a long time for this side to actually start to feel better. Like I literally was just like getting scared because I thought at one point it was never going to go away. I was like, I'm going to have to live with this forever. And then I feel like it healed. I ended up doing a lot more like front raise stuff, like playing around in this range rather than here. Because it's knowing when to stop. You got to know when to stop. Like, because even when you feel like you're pushing for it and like going, like putting in that work, when it really starts to get into that struggle zone, that's what can mess you up. Oh man. All right. Let me play around with the rear delts. If that feels kind of tingly, then I'm just gonna wait, even though I don't want to. All right, so I'm going really light. You know what I was kind of messing up doing with these the other day, I think. So all this is, you have all these muscles right in here. And so I think when it gets to be too heavy or you're not in the right plane, then you have the back muscles starting the movement. And then by the time I feel my rear delt, it's like at the end range because it's already gotten me there, versus like when I've done this, I'm doing this a little lighter. I feel like the rear delt can actually contribute, I guess, more to the actual movement of the weight. So I'm gonna I'll do like 2 more of these and then I'll call it a day.